Hello, this is Kara from Kara Tarot with a general reading for Thursday, May 8th, 2025. This is a spread that calls for 2 decks, so I'm using the Mary Queen of Angels Oracle cards because it does call for an Oracle card, and Wise Dog Tarot. And I've already shuffled, so it's just the Oracle card is, boundaries. Okay, interesting. So the Oracle card is the main issue of the day for this spread. I'm going to have to, we may not fit in. And as I said, I've already shuffled. So then the next card is the main challenge posed with this issue. Your own energy, and I'm going to set these off at an angle instead of straight up and down. What you are not yet aware of, what brought you here, and what to expect next. Now, normally this card would be up here and this card would be down here. It's more the central part of a Celtic cross kind of setup, but it didn't quite fit because these are rather large cards. So our topic of the day is boundaries. I am clear and honest with others about my expectations. And the main challenge posed with regard to boundaries for you is the 9 of Cups. Now that's interesting. That's usually a very positive card. That is the wish card, the card of getting your wishes, the card of fulfillment, and especially emotional fulfillment. Some people also think of this as a collector's card, like a positive card of collecting, as opposed to the 7 of Cups might be the negative side of collecting. But anyway, this is a very satisfactory. So, and there we have it. I think the challenge that this could present for boundaries is if you're feeling satisfied and content, you may be reluctant to disrupt things by setting the boundaries that you need. You may not want to rock the boat. You just want to keep things pleasant. You want to see this little dog is like smiling and squinting his eyes. He's so happy. You don't want to disrupt that if you're in this, 9 of Cups space, and you might need to reinforce your boundaries. Your own energy in this matter is wonderful, strong. The Empress energy. This is fertile, vital, earthy, productive. It's just a wonderful energy to have. It's also, I read something recently that said that the High Priestess is the secretive and internal, and the Empress is the outgoing and external energy of feminine energy. Well, certainly we have flowers, butterflies. This is joyous. So this is a wonderful energy for you to approach anything with, and it certainly fits with being in a 9 of Cups kind of place. What you are not aware of yet is the 7 of Pentacles. This is one of my favorite cards. It's a card that I like a lot. I think this is a card of that moment when you're working on a project, or you're, in the original, it's tilling the soil. When you take a break and you just kind of survey all that you've accomplished and all that you have, but you also can evaluate it from the lens of, have I achieved what I want to achieve? Is everything going according to plan? And if not, this is the perfect time for you to make adjustments before you continue on the work. So this isn't the card of the work being done, but this is a very good time of self-evaluation. So what you are not aware of yet is perhaps you've been enjoying the fruits of your labor, but you have not yet taken stock fully of where this is, where you are in relationship to what you were planning, and how much more you need to do. You may just have gotten a little lazy and been resting here. What brought you here? The Queen of Swords. Again, this is a very powerful energy. This is a strong, intelligent, because swords are air and intelligence. This is about strong intelligence, communication, and capability, and the ability to cut through things that you don't want. So in relationship to boundaries, this would be, you are able to set boundaries. In what brought you here is that you are able to say, this is enough, and I'm just going to cut this off right here because this crosses my boundary, and yet still be supportive and fly high and still have, luscious flowers, still have all of those good things around you, but still maintaining your boundaries. And that's a great place to be with boundaries. What to expect next is the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is, here we have water travel, and normally it's often considered to be a journey from a place that's not quite as good to a place that's better, which is certainly, with things going as well as they are now, are you going to imagine a place that's better? It could just mean a day trip. Since these are general daily readings, this could mean a day trip. Remember, these are actually, every single one of these cards, except for this, is a minor. So remember, this was your own energy. So this is a constant. This marvelous, positive, fertile, vital energy, warm, giving, maternal energy. This is a stable for you. This is something you can rely on. The rest of these are minors. The rest of these are things that kind of flow from moment to moment. And here, what to expect next is the possibility of some physical movement from one place to another. Now, this could be, or a change of thought, because the swords are often equated with communication and ideas. It could be that you are going to have a change of thought. Perhaps the change of thought is going to be this. You're going to move from here to here, start evaluating what you've done, where you are, where you need to be, and then you may realize that you need to take some action, and you get back to work on, and all of this relating to setting your boundaries. So if we want to take this one in relationship to setting your boundaries, it goes back to this. Whatever is going on, however wonderful things are, you need to be able to cut through and say enough is enough. And if you won't be respected, if you're not being heard, you need to be willing to quickly leave, as this one is doing here, this duck. And that's just ducky. I'm Cara. This is a general reading for Thursday, May 8th, 2025. I hope you have a just ducky day with all of your boundaries firmly in place and yet gently enforced. Thank you.